Need budget robot vacuums that don't miss dirt or get stuck? I analyzed 5 budget robot vacuums that actually keep busy households consistently clean with minimal effort. What I found about navigation and suction power will prevent you from babysitting a noisy, clueless robot. Here we go. To kick things off at number 5, this model solves constant dustbin emptying, in a way most don't. We have the Shark AV2501AE robot vacuum self-empty. Picture this, you run it a few times a week and instead of bending over the robot after every job, the base quietly sucks everything out and stores it for up to about 2 months. No bags to buy, and the base has a true HEPA filter that traps tiny particles down to about 0.3 microns. So if you've got allergies or pets, you're not just moving dust around. What catches attention here is how it actually cleans. Shark uses something they call matrix clean navigation. Instead of random zigzags, it moves in a tight grid and makes multiple passes over the same area. Crumbs in the kitchen, litter around the box, or pet hair tumbleweeds in the hallway get hit more than once, not just brushed past. The interesting thing is the mapping. It uses 360-degree LiDAR, so it can scan the room, build a map, and then clean in a pretty methodical way. Lights off, blinds closed, it doesn't really care. Once it's mapped, you can send it to specific rooms, set schedules, and control it with your voice through Alexa or Google Assistant. Runtime is up to around 2 hours. If it doesn't finish, it goes back to the dock, charges, then resumes where it left off. That matters more in real life than a huge battery number because you don't need to babysit it. Where this really shines is busy homes with pets and mixed floors. Strong suction, a self-cleaning brush roll, and that big self-empty base mean you can mostly forget about vacuuming for weeks. Just remember, the base is fairly tall, so you'll need a bit of space for it, and the first mapping run can take a while. But once that's done, it's basically set and forget. If you want hands-off cleaning and really low maintenance on a budget, this Shark is worth a look. You'll find the link in the description. Next up at number 4. This one is for people who are serious about mopping, but hate the chore. We have the eufy X10 Pro Omni. If you've ever finished mopping and looked at the dirty bucket thinking, that was on my floor, this solves that. The base is a hands-free, all-in-one station. The mop pads wash themselves with fresh water, then it dries them with warm air, so they don't sit there damp and smelly. There's a big dust bag that you only swap occasionally, and a large clean water tank that can handle big areas, so you're not constantly refilling and emptying. But here's where it gets interesting. This isn't just a dumb robot that bumps around. With AI Map 3.0, it builds a map of your place, and you can draw no-go zones and virtual walls in the app, so you can block off the kids' Lego zone, or tell it to only clean the kitchen after dinner. Navigation is handled by iPath Laser Tech, so it plans out straight, efficient routes instead of wandering. Then you've got AI, see obstacle avoidant. On top of that, it can recognize over 100 different objects, like cables and toys, and route around them. That means fewer find the stuck robot missions. On the cleaning side, it's pretty serious. You get up to about 8,000 pascals of suction, which is strong for deep cleaning carpets and pulling dust out of cracks. The MopMaster system is tuned for both hard floors and rugs, so it can vacuum and mop without you constantly switching modes, and the Pro Detangling Roller Brush is a nice touch if you've got pets or long hair in the house, because it doesn't turn into a hairball every week. One thing to keep in mind, it only works on 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi, and it's meant for typical home messes, not big puddles. The base also needs a bit of floor space, and you'll still need to refill water and change the dust bag from time to time. Where this really shines is in busy home, with lots of hard floors, some carpet, and not much free time. It handles both vacuuming and mopping with minimal input from you. You'll find the link in the description. At number 3, this is where smart mapping really takes center stage. We have the iRobot Roomba 104 Robot Vacuum. Here's what's surprising. In this budget range, you're getting full LiDAR mapping, not just random bumping around. It does a quick scan of your place, builds a map, then cleans in straight, planned lines. Lights off, curtains closed, it still knows where it is. And the cliff sensors keep it from throwing itself down the stairs. Cleaning power is no slouch either. iRobot rates this at about 70 times the suction of their older 600 series with a 3-stage system. You've got a main multi-surface brush for carpets and hard floors, plus an edge-sweeping brush that reaches into corners and along baseboards. That means dust bunnies under chairs, crumbs around the island, and pet hair tumbleweeds are actually picked up, not just pushed around. But here's where it gets interesting for day-to-day life. The app lets you target specific room, set how many passes it makes, and even tweak suction levels, so you can tell it, Do the kitchen and entryway twice on high power, bedroom once on normal. You also see time estimates and filter life, and you can draw keep-out zones around things like cables or pet bowls. Spill something in one spot? Use spot cleaning. It'll circle that area for up to about 5 minutes, really focusing on that mess instead of running the whole house. Control is flexible too. You can tap the app, press the buttons on the robot, or use voice control with Alexa, Siri, or Google Assistant. That's nice if not everyone in the house wants to fiddle with setting. It also recharges and resumes, so if it doesn't finish, it docks itself, tops up, then goes back to where it left off. No restarting a full run. Worth mentioning that there's no self-empty base here. You will need to empty the dustbin regularly. On the flip side, the dock is small and easy to fit in an apartment. For someone who wants reliable mapping, solid everyday cleaning, and app control without a massive station, the Roomba 104 fits nicely. Check the link in the description. These products are great, but there are hundreds of deals every day, and most of them are trash. That's why I pick the 5 best from each category every day and post them for free on Telegram. And you can choose only the categories that interest you, with zero spam. Link in the description. Next up at number 2, this one leans hard into set it and forget it cleaning. We have the Roborock Q7 M5 Plus. This solves a problem most people ignore. You buy a robot vacuum, but you still end up emptying the bin every couple of runs and cutting hair out of the brush. Here, the RockDock Plus has a big 2.7-liter dust bag, so it can auto-empty for weeks before you even think about it. You just hear it dock, dump, and it's ready again. Suction is no joke either. You're looking at up to around 10,000 pascals of power. That's enough to pull crumbs and pet hair out of carpet and grab the fine dust along baseboards and in corners. The dual anti-tangle system is the quiet hero though. The main brush and the side brush are both designed to resist hair wrapping, even from long-haired pets, so you're not flipping it over every Sunday with scissors. But here's where it gets interesting. If you've got hard floors, it doesn't just vacuum, it mops in the same run. The water tank feeds a mop pad, and you can choose between 3 water levels in the app, so you can go light in bedroom, heavier in the kitchen where footprints and spills live. It's for everyday film and dust, not dried concrete level mess, but it keeps floors looking freshly done. Navigation is handled by their LiDAR system, so it actually maps your home instead of wandering. It builds a pretty precise map, then cleans in straight lines, room by room. In the app, you can carve out no-go zones around things like pet bowls or cable nests, schedule runs by room, and watch its progress in real time. One thing to keep in mind, it only works on 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi, and the base plus dust bags do take a bit of space and ongoing replacement. But in real-world use, this is for someone who wants strong suction, mapping, and both vacuuming and mopping with as little hands-on time as possible. If that sounds like you, the Roborock Q7 M5 Plus is worth a serious look. Link is in the description. Before we reveal our number 1, be sure to check out the description below for the freshest deals on each of these items. And finally, number 1. This is where hands-off cleaning actually starts to feel real. We have the eufy Omni C20 Vacuum Mop. The big deal here is the all-in-one station. When the run is done, it drives back, empties its own dustbin, washes the mop pads, then dries them with room temperature air. You're not rinsing gross pads in the sink after every job. The clean and dirty water tanks are see-through, so with one glance, you know when to refill or dump without opening anything. On the floor, it's doing 2 jobs at once. The Mop Master system spins the mop pads at around 180 rotations per minute and pushes down with real pressure. That's what lets it scrub away dry drips in the kitchen instead of just wiping over them. At the same time, you've got dual sweeping and mopping modules working together, so it's not vacuum today, mop tomorrow. It's both. Every pass. Suction is no slouch either. You're looking at up to about 7,000 pascals, plus a main rolling brush and a side brush, crumbs along baseboards, pet hair on rugs, dust in those little floor cracks. It actually pulls that up instead of just nudging it around. Now, the part most people forget about is maintenance. Hair usually destroys robot vacuums over time. Here, the Pro Detangle system flips a comb down and reverses the brush to kick hair out. That means less time upside down with scissors. The body is only about 3.35 inches tall, so it slides under beds, sofas, and low TV stands that chunkier bots just circle around. For apartments with a lot of low furniture, that's huge. You control everything in the app over Wi-Fi. Just note, it only works on 2.4 GHz, not 5, and it's built for typical 110-volt regions, so if you're elsewhere, double-check you're getting the right version. You'll still need to refill clean water and empty the dirty tank, but not every day. In normal use, this feels like outsourcing your floors with very little babysitting. If you want a budget robot that vacuums, mops, and mostly takes care of itself. This one fits that role really well. Links in the description. Now you know exactly which budget robots really clean, so you avoid noisy duds and endless floor babysitting. For heavy pet hair and carpets, go with number 2. For best vacuum plus mop, pick number 1. For compact spaces and simple mapping without a big dock, choose number 3. Holiday and weekend deals vanish fast on these, so check the links in the description.